You might remember earlier in the show we put those wonderful hanging lights out under a tree in the garden. Didn't they look great? And I promised you that we would return to look at some of the best trees around Australia that you can use to create that great effect in the yard and maybe hang lights from. Now, of course, that was an evergreen magnolia. These days, maybe you'd go for a slightly smaller variety. There is one called Little Gem, about 8 metres tall, but in principle, the same sort of tree. I know, you're saying, Don, behind you, look around. Oh yeah, you're right. That is a jacaranda, isn't it stunning? That's one of the great sit-under trees of Australia. I know you're saying again, yeah, but Don, what about the flowers? They drop all the flowers on the ground. They do. And if they do, you can turn what some people might regard as a problem into an absolute bonus. This is a Chinese lantern with orange-coloured flowers. That orange and that purple blue are just a beautiful mix. This grows 2 to 3 metres tall, so it'll mix both with the flowers on the ground or the ones up in the tree. Chinese lantern, orange coloured. But look, we're going to look at 7 different varieties of trees. That's just 2, so grab your pencils. Here we go. 5 more to go of some of the best sit-under trees in Australia. Now, a couple of small trees first. For cooler zones, Japanese maples. I know we all know about them, but they are great trees, growing around about 5 metres tall. And there's a Michelia, they're relatives of the magnolias, and the particular one I like, 5 metres tall again, is one called Bubbles. Large white perfume flowers. This is a beautiful plant. Also around the 5 metre mark is a white flowering plant called the fried eggplant or Gordonia, and there's a new variety of it called Silk Screen. But amongst the bigger trees, there's so many that are wonderful. No better flowering tree in the whole world than the tropical Poinciana tree, 10 metres tall and up to 20 metres wide. Also in the taller tree bracket is the golden ash. The golden ash is an absolutely beautiful tree at around 10 metres tall, great in cold areas, also deciduous. But above and beyond everything else, don't forget to go to your local nursery and talk to them. Local knowledge is always the most important thing, particularly when you're buying a tree so they know it grows in your area. But I've got to say, I have fallen in love all over again with the jacaranda. That has to be one of the best flowering trees on earth. I love them. Jacarandas, in case you're wondering, from Brazil.